Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 253 for the 10th of June, 2024. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
Good
evening.
And
Good evening.
hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Welcome back. It was the Games Festival this weekend, which is why I'm wearing the fit for today is Walter Day.
Walter Day, extraordinaire referee. Did he do any refereeing though, really? He got everybody else to do it for him, didn't he?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah,
He
he was the organizer of Twin Galaxies.
Well, he owned the original arcade, though.
From the arcade, yeah. In Autumna, Iowa.
And
a place I have been through.
Through by train?
By train, yep. Did the California Zephyr. Yeah. It was very pleasant to travel by train.
He encouraged the kids to try and get high scores on them, whereas other arcade owners would be like, "Oh, that guy's been on there for an hour. There's no quarters going in."
Exactly, aye. Cattle prod.
Next hook off.
They get tased and then dragged out the back.
Exactly.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
in the arcades of the Old West.
That's how things happened back in the 80s. Yep.
That's right. Aye. So how was it? How was your last week? You had a bit of a cold. Last time we talked.
I've had a cold. I've still got the cold. Still hanging about. Apart from that, went out with James and Gillian. He gave me a couple of recommendations for things to watch, which I've started watching.
Okay.
And it was yesterday afternoon. And that's kind of it, really. Yourself? Quiet week.
Really? No, quiet week. Just thought to heat the color temperature up there so it didn't look like I was Christopher Lee in a Hammer horror movie. Looked at myself in the little monitor thing. Went, whoa. I didn't really. I was doing other things. I was. I'm sort of. I'm looking for work. If anyone's interested in hiring me, but in my sort of spare time, rather than watching TV, I've sort of trying to sort of keep my mind sane. So I've been writing a wee game, and a wee game framework using Monogame. So I would do a video for it and all that kind of stuff, but I just want to get the idea out. And when you do a video for it, it just takes months and months and months and months to do it. And I kind of want to get this out faster sooner rather than later. Also, there's a couple of game jams coming up as well, as usual, that these things happen around about this time of the year. And so I've been using it to build a framework as well that I can use for other projects that I've got on the go.
Nice.
So that's what I've been working on.
Fun times. Yeah.
That's I have managed to watch a few things, although my Netflix viewing has been kind of stymied a wee bit because I've been hit by that. You're not playing this in your household, are you?
Warning. No.
Because I'm not. Because my household is 3,500 miles away.
Yeah.
So I can either pay another $8 for the privilege of doing it. I was actually looking at the prices of Netflix. So the topmost tier is $20 a month, and that gives you everything, right? That's the whole shooting match.
Are you talking dollarinos? Canadian dollars. Just to be clear.
If you want to drop down to the next tier without the adverts, it's $16.
Mm-hmm.
So basically $50 a year.
Yeah.
I was like, that's your saving. And I'm like, and then it drops like significantly down to like $8 after that. Yeah. That's the 3 tiers that you get.
With
so I was
adverts.
Like, well, yeah, exactly. The bottom one's the one adverts. So I'm like, well, there's no point in, going down to the middle tier because it doesn't really. We're paying $4 less, but it doesn't give me anything. Because I thought, well, maybe if I drop down a tier, I could then just pay the extra, and then it would kind of work itself out. But it didn't. I ended up having to pay more.
Yeah, I didn't pay extra.
I'll just do it without Netflix.
For Prime, we just opted out of we opted out of the more premium one without the adverts. We've just stuck with the same price. And I don't think you notice the adverts really that much.
I think I got grandfathered in. I only see house adverts. I don't see adverts.
Aye, there's one at the beginning.
Aye, but there's always been one at the beginning of Prime.
No.
There's always been one at the beginning of Apple.
Wait a minute. Have I not realised then that I need to check because it's Evelyn that pays, it's not me.
Right.
She does.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Comment below, please.
Right, okay.
Or comment live, because if you're watching this live, maybe you guys know more than we do. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that's the case. Like at the front of Dark Matter, there's always a house ad for some other show.
But then that's Apple. That's Apple.
Apple's always done that though. They've always put a house ad at the start.
Yeah.
But anyway, shall we crack on?
Aye, let's do it.
Keep an eye on the old chat there.
Oh, yup.
There's the showing us one. All right, here we go. So the big rumor around the campfire is oh, what a time to be a Star Wars fan. We just want content. We just want good content. Sorry,
not this old chestnut again.
So apparently Daisy Ridley's new Jedi Order has been cancelled by Bob Iger. Who knows if this is true? The guy that said it also said that the Acolyte had been cancelled, and it hasn't. More of that coming up later on in the show.
I know who you mean. Mike Zero.
Let me just check. Cameron Pasha.
All right, okay.
Also said that the Acolyte wouldn't see the light of day if the series gets released. It says next month, but it was updated 3 hours ago, so I don't know what that means. The Acolyte's already film cost nearly $200 million to make, so I'm guessing it wasn't shell because it's already completed and it's Kathleen Kennedy's pet project. Actually, this cost $200 million to make. Secret War cost $200 million to make, and without jumping into our review of the first 2 episodes of the Acolyte, it looks like $200 million was spent.
The Acolyte?
Yep.
It does. Looks good. Very good.
Also, is it Leslie Headland? Showrunner?
Keep talking. I'm going to get somebody at my door.
Oh, okay. That's never good. Let's hope it's not anybody bad. So she said that she wanted to do practical things. Well, I mean, as much as you can do practical effects, and also do it in not in the volume. As much as she likes the technology of the volume, she likes the idea of it being in real sets, and you can interact with it, and there's people there, and it looks busy and stuff like that. So I can't see what you're doing there. Sorry.
What?
It sounded like you were wrestling with someone.
I was. It was a midget came to the door, so I had to punch him in the face, wrestle him to the ground.
Little people.
Little person. A little person. It was actually one of the ones from the Seven Dwarfs.
Was it?
Time Bandits. No, it was.
Was it Randall?
It was Randall. So I was getting paint for Evelyn there. She's painting.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And it just so happens it's behind the screen of a monitor. Anyway, let's move on.
Anyway, yes, let's move on. So yeah, it's a rumor. We'll see how it goes. My guess is it probably isn't cancelled, but
I don't think so. I don't think it's cancelled.
Significant changes to it, maybe, but I don't think it's been cancelled.
I'll tell you what, though, I wish they wouldn't just, or Kathleen Kennedy wouldn't announce stuff so much. You know, I mean, the stuff that's been announced and hasn't happened or been cancelled, or directors have come and gone, and man, she's too
Patty
eager
Jenkins, Rogue Squadron, anyone?
Yeah, exactly. She's an oversharer.
Yeah,
she keep things tighter to her chest. It's quite annoying.
Which I think that season 4 of The Mandalorian is going to use some rework stuff from Rogue Squadron and also from Rangers of the New Republic.
Are we getting a season 4?
Apparently.
Are we? I thought we were getting a movie. Yeah. And that was it.
No, I think we're getting season 4.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not what I heard.
Well, you heard the rumor here first, folks. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get rid of that.
Heard the rumor here first. Either way. May or may not happen.
It may or may not.
That's an exclusive.
Be a thing. I'm just saying it will, but it probably won't.
But it might be.
Evangeline Lilly, who you may remember as
Wasp.
Wasp. And also from Lost. She said she's stepping away from acting.
Well, I think we're all gutted about that, aren't we? Oscar winner.
Yeah. Bon vivant. Canadian.
Is she an Oscar winner?
No. Is she? For what?
So. No, nothing.
An Emmy, maybe?
Yeah.
Fact checking on the fly.
Does it? She's not been in that much stuff, though, to be fair.
She won a Saturn Award. She won a Juno. Those count.
What's the reasoning for stepping away? It's definitely not the same reason as Daniel Day-Lewis stepped away from. Same level here.
No, I think she's just tired of. I remember years ago when she was being interviewed on Lost. I'm sure she said something like, "Oh, this really wasn't what I was kind of wanting to do in my life, but I just kind of like fell into it." So maybe she's like, eh.
I think she's one of these type of people that say, "Right, that's it, everybody. I'm leaving Facebook. And then 2 days later, you see a comment from them. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Just forget what I said.
Yeah.
Well, they don't even say that. They just appear back. You're like,
she's been in a fair good movies. She's been in The Hobbit, both of them. She was in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers Endgame, Quantumania.
There's 3 Hobbit movies. She's only in 2 of them.
She's only 2 of them.
The last 2.
Yeah, she was in The Hurt Locker with your man.
Yeah,
Jeremy. She was in Smallville, Lost, and of course she reprised her role as Hope Van Dyne in What If. And she's been in the video game, and here's the awards. So she won Screen Actors Guild Award.
Right.
And she won the Gotham Award for
MTV.
Best Ensemble Cast for The Hurt
MTV
Locker.
Movie Award as well.
So for Best MTV for Best Fight.
No.
Shared with Orlando Bloom for some reason for Desolation of Smog. Smog. And she won the Best Actress at the AFIN International Film Festival. So she's won a few awards, but no Oscars, Jodie.
No.
She's won an Oscar. She's no happy.
Oh.
So yes, she's given it all up. She's doing the whole Greta I want to be alone garble thing.
Look at me, stop looking at me.
Don't look at me. I want to be alone.
Yeah.
As she drives through Saskatoon in her M1 Abrams tank.
A loudspeaker.
And over a bullhorn. I want to be alone.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Please comment if you care.
So, I mean, good luck to her. I mean, she's clearly. I mean, Rick Moranis did it as well. He stepped away, but he stepped away for very personal reasons. I mean, his wife passed, and
that's right.
He wanted to spend more time with the kids.
So I don't think he did a big announcement, though, did he? Just kind of,
No, but he was shrunk down to that size, though, so they both have something in common.
Yeah, that's right. Jeez. Anyway,
enough silliness. Talking of Marvel, here we go. Whoo, boy, howdy. Captain America: Brave New World. They did some screenings where they get people in, and then they asked them what did they think, and it was universally nil point.
Good.
And so they've come up with 22 days of reshoots. And they've brought, this is maybe we mentioned this in the last episode. They brought in Giancarlo Esposito. I was led to believe the reason why they brought in Giancarlo Esposito was they were still filming it. Turns out they were not filming it.
That's a bit odd, shoehorning another character into it after it's been filmed.
Isn't it just? And with
Very
22
odd.
days of reshoots, like, how much can you reshoot in 22 days?
Does that reinvent the whole story, plot?
I don't know.
That sounds a disaster.
I mean, the movie's not run over like a 90-day period. Is that not normally how long it takes? It takes like 3 months to shoot a movie.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when you think about it, you've got, like, principal... I mean, a movie's 90 minutes long, so if it takes a day to shoot a minute, then it'd be 90 days.
Yeah. Only Solo, that happened to Solo, Star Wars, they had to reshoot a lot of stuff. Well, I don't know if they reshot most of it or all of it, or I'd love for that full story to come out, what actually happened, and what amount of it had been filmed. I think it was too goofy.
Yeah.
The Lord and Miller version.
Right.
That was the reason why they get kicked off, I think. And they weren't
sticking to the
script.
It was also in Lego as well.
Yeah. Aye.
Which
Kathleen
Kennedy's like, I was assuming live action, and they're like, Lego
movie. Oh, you mean because they did the first Lego movie, which was terrific, obviously.
Yeah. They also produced Last Man on Earth, one of our favorite TV shows of all time.
Right, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Lord and Miller.
Yeah. So I was kind of fearing the worst, but I don't know.
It's this. I've got a funny feeling this movie's going to have the same problems that the show had, which is they had an idea, they ran with that idea, the audience, the test audiences got cold feet, and they're like, "Oh my god, we got to reshoot a whole bunch of stuff," and then they're going to rewrite it, and it's going to be an incoherent mess. Yeah. And if they just stuck to their guns and just released, like, this is where focus groups like. Steve Jobs once said, "The customer doesn't know what the customer needs until he gets it." Like it, and I think that's true with movies. It's like you can't just focus group your way to making a hit movie. It's going to be a hit movie because people want to go and see the movie.
I think half the problem here is that these are side characters; they're not main characters, and they're getting pushed in. No, the Anthony Thingy's character.
Yeah, but he's Captain America now.
I know, but
he's a character.
But it was initially a side character getting pushed into a major character role. So people aren't. I don't think people are that interested in that. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, the character of the Falcon. He's a fine character, but I mean, I guess everybody's got their favorite like person who is this. Like, if there's multiple people who play that character, you've got a favorite person who plays that. Like, for me, it is always going to be Chris Evans. Like, he's Captain. Like, when I think of Captain America, I think Chris Evans.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing as when I think of Tony Stark, I immediately think of RDJ.
Yeah,
I don't think of anyone else.
Exactly.
Like, you can talk up, Tom Cruise all you want. It ain't gonna happen for a start. But even if it did, he wouldn't be RDJ.
But that's my point, right? You're pushing a side character into a main character, and unless you're doing something incredibly interesting, with the character, then I don't see the point in this. We've got a couple of comments here.
We'll leave Andy's to later on because it'll fit in with what we're talking about there. So we'll get to it later, Andy. But this is a good point. Actually, Alistair, like Back to the Future was almost 100% complete with Eric Stoltz. They shot most of the principal photography. They had to bring in people back in again. Chris Lloyd, I think, had to reshoot all of his scenes because he's the one that interacts with Marty the most.
There's actually a scene in Back to the Future, and it's the back of Marty's head, is still Eric Stoltz. I think.
Yeah.
Briefly, it was just one of the scenes they kind of managed to save from that. But
and don't forget as well, there's the bit where he said, "Did I ever tell you the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?" There's like 15 different takes in there of Hayden Christensen.
No, aye.
As it morphs between the different takes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's true. Also, talking of that as well, 100% complete. Shrek. They finished recording the audio for Shrek with Chris Farley as Shrek.
Did they? I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah. And he unfortunately passed. And they were going to do some rework of some of the lines. And of course they couldn't because he passed. And so they brought in Mike Myers.
Oh, I did not know that.
And he did the whole thing.
There you go.
So, I mean, it can happen where it is better.
Yeah. Why was I showed that as well? Why was Obi-Wan telling Annie about Darth Plagueis? Is that what you said there? Did you not say
Oh, did I say that? I mean,
Palps.
I meant Palpatine. Yeah, sorry. That's almost as a big a mistake as the. Did you see the guy that plays the guy with the funky haircut in
Elvis,
the Acolyte?
Oh, sorry.
No, in the Acolyte, he was being interviewed and he said, "Oh, when Anakin blew up the Death Star."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, dude.
I know.
Do some research, man, before you get the part.
I know. Watch the movies.
Yeah. Apparently, Hayden Christensen watched all of Clone Wars, all the ones that Anakin was in it.
Oh, did he?
To prepare for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Did his homework. Just saying.
Good guy.
Did his homework. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry.
Right. Okay.
Because we keep doing this. I thought you said I was to get this.
I know, sorry.
The quality of the impression. See, okay, yes. I've got you.
Right, yes. That's a good point. It was much more Obi-Wan than it was Palpatine.
Yeah. Good old Palps.
Strike him down with all your hatred. That's more
much better. Much better.
Thanks. Yeah. Oh no, not that one. Not that one.
No.
Not that one. No. Talking of the guy that said Anakin.
Right.
The Acolyte is Disney Plus. Oh, you go away, adverts.
Pop-ups.
The Acolyte is Disney Plus's most watched premiere of 2024 or premiere of 2024. 4.8 million views in 24 hours.
What was it been up against though?
Do
you know what I mean? I can't think of anything big about. Well, Shogun was a big one.
Shogun,
was this year.
Yeah.
Was that this year?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's a big one.
Oh yeah, it's also. We should talk about the review bombing as well.
Not any Marvel stuff this year, though, is there? TVs.
Yeah,
oh no, sorry. The thingy. Oh, what do you call it? The Deaf Girl Echoes.
It doesn't actually mention like. Oh, it's officially announced. This one here. Oh, nearly 3 million short of Ahsoka debut. So there you go. So it's not as good as everybody makes it out to be.
Right, okay.
So 3 million short of Ahsoka debut. I'm going to be a wee bit controversial here. I actually prepared the first 2 episodes of this one to the Ahsoka ones.
Sorry, what's the speak up?
I didn't like Ahsoka as much as these 2 episodes. I preferred these 2 episodes to the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you this, right? This show, for some reason, I don't know if it's because
Are we going to get into it just now, or?
Maybe
Should
not.
we?
Well, why not? Yeah. Since
we
didn't do a watch along.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know if it's my algorithms on YouTube, but every single person that's talking about this,
did you say?
What is it?
Algorithms.
Algorithms. Listen, I've got a cold. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Algorithms. Anyway, every single person that I've been watching reviews of this is hating it. Seems to be, and I watched the first 2 episodes with open eyes.
On the YouTubes. Oops.
On the YouTubes, they're all hating on it and saying all this woke stuff and blah blah blah. And by the way, there's some people out there, YouTubers have watched 4 episodes of it and spoiled elements of those episodes, and they're not even up yet. So I don't understand it. Like you say, Sloan, I watched it with the first 2 episodes with no expectations, really. I tried not to have any expectations. And that's 2 absolutely solid episodes for me for a Star Wars show. 100%.
So a couple of things for all the people who are naysaying this. So people are review bombing it. So that in I think it's 88% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes for critics, but it's like 40% gold.
Yeah.
God, remember that guy? Who's the guy? There was a guy from the one with Jeremy Needle. Game for a Laugh. Yeah, that was
Henry Kelly.
Henry Kelly. That was him.
No relation.
No relation. Thank God. Although Matthew Kelly, if you're listening, you can get in contact with us. We like you. Just not Henry Kelly. So they've been review bombing it and they've bombed it into 40% or something, I think it is. And it's it's not. People have been complaining, they're going fire in space.
Yeah, I know.
It's for the love of God, it's a fantasy for a start. And they're going why would they have the same haircut? It's so we know, the audience knows that they're related. It's are people just...
They're just nitpicking really silly wee things.
Yeah.
The writing's really good on it. It looks brilliant.
Yeah, it does. The fight scene that I was really...
Fight scenes
that was the other thing. They had to go because she says her little thing that she does is come at me with all your strength or something like that. And folk are like, oh my God, it's the worst line in ever. And I'm like, is it the worst line in Star Wars?
No.
Is it?
No.
Honey, is that you? Is that not the worst line in Star Wars? That would lead them home. Is that not the worst line? There's plenty of worse lines in Star Wars.
Does Broom Kid have a line?
Probably. He's got the worst line in Star Wars.
He's definitely the worst line.
Yeah.
I mean, it's... Sorry.
I like the intrigue. Somebody complained as well the fact that the bad guy shows off his red lightsaber to show that he's a bad guy. Yeah.
They'll do that. Yep.
Yeah. It's so what? It's look, it's an intrigue because it's a murder mystery and you're trying to find out this thing and it's involving the Jedi, and the Jedi are quite frankly a wee bit dodgy at this time period. And I quite like the idea that the Jedi aren't not the bad guys, but they're the antagonists in this.
Yeah.
They could be the antagonists in this. And that's quite a nice wee sort of exploration into Star Wars.
I'll tell you what,
it's got light swords, but it doesn't it's got other things anyway. It just
see the characters as well. I'm pretty happy about them. See the dude that said that about Anakin. I like his character. From episode 3, that's definitely.
No, well, yeah, that is definitely up there. Yeah. The guy's character, he's playing that type. He's playing the annoying by the book, but this doesn't fit in with regulation 4-15 or blah blah blah.
His cape's got to be all ironed and
he's the Cyril. If y'all want a callback to another Star Wars show,
it's Andor.
He's the Cyril. So it's you have to have that guy. It's by the number stuff. But it's a murder mystery set in the Star Wars universe now. Yeah. I mean, it might be something later on. But right now it's a murder mystery.
I was a bit nervous about the whole Jedi Kung Fu business to begin with, but that works. Totally works for me.
I think so. The way that I was thinking about it was that like they don't like blasters.
Mm-hmm.
The Jedi in our era, I guess, don't like blasters. The Jedi in the old era don't really like using lightsabers,
Mm-hmm.
which they
And it's very
mentioned. They do actually mention that.
It's very
And it's all about,
defensive.
yeah, exactly. Yes, it's very defensive. But Yoda himself says that as well. The good side of the Force uses it for defense,
Mm-hmm.
not for attack.
Mm-hmm.
And so that makes sense. Like it fits in. Like I don't see.
Yeah.
Yes, fire in space, but I mean, geez,
The only thing that did take me out a little bit was
science fantasy, not science fiction.
The guy cross-legged hovering with a beard and the hair.
He was a bit weird.
It's a young actor.
But that's okay. Yeah.
It's a young actor from Game of Thrones playing an older character.
Yeah.
But who will appear younger later.
Who has appeared younger, yeah.
In later episodes. But the makeup and that, the person should be.
Did you recognise some of the actors in the pieces?
Well, your man from Squid Game. He's
your
great.
Man from Squid Game, yep.
He's terrific, isn't he?
Yep. Learned English for the part.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Fantastic. I love his character. He's right up there.
Did you recognise Laura from Logan?
Yes, aye. I did know that, actually. Yeah.
The plucky Padawan.
Yep.
Carrie-Anne
Moss from The Matrix. Remember her?
Carrie-Anne Moss, yep.
You ever heard of her?
Trinity, I think was her name in The Matrix. Trinity, was it? Something? Trinity?
Maybe.
Did you recognise Rue from... she plays May / the mech neck. Well, I can't remember the mech neck's woman because it's a weird name.
The green-skinned one? No.
No, the girl with the dreadlocks.
Oh, sorry,
right. Not dreadlocks, but it's, she's got the crinkle hair.
What was she in?
Braided hair.
What was she in?
She was Rue from Hunger Games.
Oh, right, I don't know. I don't know.
She gets killed within like 5 minutes. Spoilers for a 20-year-old movie.
No.
And did you recognise anyone from The Good Place?
Oh, your man, the dude. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Her friend.
Yep. Her Parl,
I couldn't
talk to the potion.
Couldn't place where I saw him from.
It was his voice for me.
Yeah, and then I was watching a YouTube thing, and it said who they all were, and I was like, that's him. Yeah,
that's him. Yeah.
I like him as well. He's good.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next Wednesday. I think it is.
This Wednesday.
This Wednesday. Sorry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 days time. For next episode. So
and
again, that was the other thing I was going to say was normally they drop 2 episodes because the first episode is a bit of a head scratch. Like, what the hell's going on here? And you got to like wait for the second episode. I thought the first episode stood. I was like, okay, I'll tune in next week, and I was like, oh no, there's another one.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of taking them. Like I thought they could have just released one, and I would have been happy with that one to come back next week and watch the rest of it.
Yeah. Episodes 3 and 4, people are saying are a bit controversial and stuff, but I'm going to get an open mind again.
Open your mind.
See how it goes. Yeah.
Was it Quatlu from Total Recall? The wee guy that was in his stomach.
Oh yeah, right.
Open your mind, that guy.
I was thinking more the Mighty Bush.
All right, okay. I did my best work and you're oblivious.
Exactly.
Good news for Will Smith. Bad Boys Ride or Die buddies up to 21.6 million opening day.
That's all right.
Martin Lawrence is surprised by
it. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't see the third one.
I didn't realise that Martin Lawrence had the top billing with the first couple of movies, the Bad Boys.
He was the guy. He was the guy back then. Yeah. He was like on the up.
Yeah.
And then dropped the ball for whatever reason, and Will Smith.
And then Will dropped the ball.
And then Will dropped the ball. Yeah, that was a slap in the face.
Hey, certainly was.
Ding.
Aye.
So yeah, 21.6 million.
Well done, lads. Well done.
Yep, well done. This is more for me than you.
I know.
Silo Season 2, release window addressed by Rebecca Ferguson. We're pushing for it. And so apparently is Apple. The Apple WWDC keynote is happening 43 minutes ago. And one of the first things they actually brought up was all the fantastic TV shows that they've been and movies that they're involved with, have been involved with, and will be involved with.
Yep.
And one of them was scenes from Season 2 of Silo.
Excellent.
And also Season 3 of Slow Horses, which you'd never watch.
No.
Basically, what I'm saying is Apple makes programs I like to
for
watch.
you.
Yes, just directly for me, no one else.
You should be there.
It's like I'm phoning up Tim Cook and going like, do you know what would be really good if you could like do one where it's set in a post-apocalyptic universe, but they're in like a mile-high silo. Call it Silo. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, bye. Yeah, could you do one about MI6 operatives as well? But they're like really crap. Fantastic. Bye.
Yeah.
Me and Tim, man.
Yep, you're like that.
That's right, we're like that.
I won't say who's who, but you're like that. Yeah.
I'm the little spoon. Anyway. But yeah, it's a thing that's happening, so it's happening.
Nice.
Talking of Season 2, Andor Season 2 looks like it's bringing back the fan favorite formula. Guess what the fan favorite formula is?
Triple episodes.
Triple episodes, correct. So it is. We note here. Season 2 is going to. So I wrote this actually in the thing. Going to be split into smaller sub stories. Like the first one, the main guy for it, Bo. What's his name? Yeah, Bo Williamson. Political thriller. I actually wrote this. This is the weird thing. Before I saw this, I saw this as a little thing. I wrote this up, but it's essentially written down here. Tony Gilroy, he's going to do the character-driven stuff. Bo Williamson, famous for his Adam House of Cards thing, which of course Netflix still uses. And there's another couple of guys as well. Dan Gilroy as well, who co-wrote the Bourne Identity movies with his brother. He's also got a couple of things as well. So looking forward to it. It looks like there's going to be like 4 stories, 3 episodes a piece, which is perfect because then you have a 3-act story, which
and this will link into Rogue One at the end. I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly.
Dovetail.
I'm hoping it ends up with him either on that planet where he's got to like talk to the guy, or he's on Yavin and he's been told to go to this planet. Like I feel that would be a good place to end it, and then it dovetails nicely into the next one.
Yeah. Lovely.
We'll see how that goes.
Lovely stuff.
And then
that was that was getting released this month on Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray.
Was it this month?
Andor. I don't think it's out yet. I think it's maybe the 21st or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. Exciting.
Okay.
Exciting.
Nice. And now gaming news. So 3 new TARDISes have been announced from Microsoft. So
what's this all about?
This is the special edition Xbox Series X.
Right.
So it's got 2 terabytes SSD inside it instead of a just normal crappy hard drive.
Yep.
Xbox Series X all digital has now got 1 terabyte, and then the smaller brother of it, the Series S, also has 1 terabyte. So they're up in the stakes.
What's the big white one?
Storage wise. So the black one over there is the disc one. That's the all digital one, the X. So I think that's a brand new SKU.
That never used to exist.
No, I don't think the Series X ever existed in big size.
It was just the one that looks like a speaker.
Yeah. I think the white one was always the S.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh well, there you go. Exciting times.
Yep.
I don't know why they do it to themselves, to be honest with you. nobody's going to buy them. Well, you know, well, some people will, but you know, they've not done well, really. Well, they've not done well.
Of Xbox.
I'm just saying they've not done well compared to Sony.
Not necessarily this console generation. I don't think they've won.
PlayStation 4 killed them as well.
No.
Yeah, by significant amounts. Sony PlayStation 4.
Was it PlayStation? No, it was PlayStation. No, I don't think that's right.
Aye.
I think it's been
You could Google it, but
I'm not gonna because I don't have proof for it. They definitely beat them in the PlayStation 3 though, with the 360.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they did. Anyway, Summer Game Fest, Jody.
Yes.
Hey.
Right. I'll Google it later.
All right, you're Googling it
there.
Yeah. Summer Games Fest 2024. Everything was announced. Everything. All of the things were announced.
All the stuff.
Shall we go through this exhaustive list, or shall I just play some nice trailers?
Is it a huge list? Just the interesting ones.
I mean, it's that's the little tiny thing there, and it's just going to go on forever. Lego Horizons Adventures.
No way.
Aloy is voiced by Ash again, so that's nice.
That'd be cool.
Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. Are you going to buy that on the PlayStation 5?
I'll give you one yes.
Is it a no?
Correct.
Right. No More Room in Hell 2.
That looks nice.
Does. Shiny.
Yep.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah.
With the character that no one likes because it's too manly, quote unquote.
I will get this, but hopefully we'll get this.
People just stop complaining. Star Wars content. I mean, if it sucks, it sucks. But I mean, it's like complain about the gameplay or whatever. Don't complain because you don't like some model or something in there. Exactly, the curtains. Civilization 7. Never even saw this coming. Civilization 7 is apparently a thing.
Comes after 6
on consoles. It does. Yes.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. Not interested. Arkham Dark Shadow.
Oh, that's interesting.
VR Gotham City. Yeah, VR. Street Fighter 6 next.
I take it this is PS4, PS5 and Xbox then.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Aye.
Blumhouse Games. There's a Crystal Theatre of Idols. Is there the game that's coming out? So they're.
Didn't know they did games. Blumhouse.
Yeah, neither did I. No.
There you go.
There's a Power Rangers game. Not interested.
No.
First Descendant. No.
Oof. Scary.
Alan Wake 2.
There
you go. Alan Wake 2. What else we got? Valorant, Among Us, animated show, which is coming to Netflix, I think.
Why does that not surprise me?
I know. Dune Awakening official story. Kingdom Come. Slitterhead.
Slitterhead?
Right. Slitterhead.
What the hell is that?
I don't. Silent Hill creator Kichiro Toyama revealed a trailer of his next twisted creation, Slitterhead. No thanks.
No, thank you.
No. You are, quite frankly, my friend, on your own. Delta Force, Killer Bean, Wonder Stop, New World, Atheum, don't know what that is. Pal World. Oh, there you go. Pal World, the big hit for 5 minutes earlier on this year. Or was it last year? Maybe last year. Which is basically a rip-off of Monster Hunter, and that gets a new game.
But it feels like Monster Hunter games are out every 2 weeks.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Crikey.
But we do have trailers. So some of these are not actual trailer trailers.
Was there not the Indiana Jones game and stuff? I thought is that still to come?
That's still to come.
All right.
Just let me close all these windows.
Spoilers, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Right. Can you see this?
I can see it.
And now this is on PlayStation.
Right.
So I'll just fast forward it because it's going through Captain Exposition at the start here.
Yeah. Yep.
So there you go. There's the Doom guy. And then
Doom, of course. Yeah, it's a new Doom game.
Yeah.
Danny was telling me about this. Wow, this looks pretty good.
Yeah. I would play the music for it, but it's probably got copyright against it. But it's like a remix version of the original Doom.
Wow. Well, this looks even better than the last one that came out.
Do you know the thing is, it kind of reminded me of the idea behind Quake, because that shield thing, you can like run around and like it'll do things for you and stuff. So looks pretty interesting. And then there's like a mech thing as well.
Yeah.
So you go and fight like even bigger and badder things. And then there's a flying sequence and stuff.
Wow, that's weird. Yeah. That's strange.
Yeah. Fable. There's not much in the way of
Fable, as in the Peter Molyneux. The
Peter Molyneux. Yep. Yeah. So this
looks
is
funky.
Wow. Yeah. This does not look like Fable.
Bloody hell.
I know.
Jeez, these games look amazing, don't they, these days?
I know. I'm trying to see if there's a typical in the church shot. So he plays Humphrey and then you play her. I don't know. I never caught her name. But that's the character you play. And you go and fight. Do Fable-y things.
Yeah, there. It's a bit of a trend, isn't it? Having a female lead these days.
Lead, yep. Yep. Talking of which, Perfect Dark.
Well, this is interesting. Is this a reboot, remaster?
So
what is it?
This is a reboot, I guess. So Joanna Dark, named after Joan of Arc, obviously. For those of you who don't know, I was getting Bioshock Infinite vibes from this bit here, but not this bit where it does the thing, but when she walks down the stairs there.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're like a kind of high tech assassin / spy / whatever type person, and then you've got missions to accomplish, usual stuff. But this came out on was the original Xbox or the 360?
Perfect Dark came out
360. 360.
No, Perfect Dark came out.
Oh no, sorry, the original one came out on the N64. Yes, because it was basically it was the follow up to, it was the same engine ish as GoldenEye.
It's the exact same team.
They didn't have the Bond license. Yeah,
the same team. So they ended up making this instead of the sequel to GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah. So it's Perfect.
Is it made by Rare? Is it a Rare game?
Nope. It's made by Crystal Dynamics.
Right. Do Rare still exist? No.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty much doing Sea of Thieves these days.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This game
GTA
looks terrible here, but this bit I thought looked really nice when it goes to Green Hill. I'll just play a wee bit of that.
Sonic's very hit and miss, isn't it? When they did I don't even know if it was the last game, but the one that was an open world style game, the Sonic one.
Right.
Did you see that? And it was just like that just looked terrible, and it's just not good, not a great thing.
Yeah, I'm not a huge big fan of Sonic. So this is the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle that you were talking about.
Yeah.
So lots
of VR game
and stuff,
isn't it? VR?
No, it's on Xbox.
All right. That looks good, man.
It's just a standard really game. looks like Tomb Raider / Uncharted type
Alistair
thing.
was saying.
But it's Indiana Jones.
Troy Baker doing the voice of Indy, Alistair says.
Oh, is it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Who's Troy?
He does not have a
Baker?
bad impression of him.
Who's Troy Baker?
He's done other stuff.
He has.
I've heard the name, but I don't know who he is.
Troy Baker.
Yes, Last of Us. That's who he's famous for.
Oh,
in fact, he was in an episode of Last of Us.
I see, right. He's the go-to guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Troy Baker. Did he not do Red Dead Redemption as well?
No, the other guy.
No, I think not him.
Nolan North was the other guy that you might be thinking of that did Snake and
a
whole bunch of other stuff.
Aye.
I can't think. Look at that frost. That's really
nice. Man, this looks amazing. This looks great, and it's exclusive on Xbox.
Yep, on Xbox. Yeah.
Dang it.
And then this one here. This looks not good, but it looks like a lot of fun. But it looks like kind of Halo 2, the Halo 3 era. But it's Starship Troopers.
Is it? Aye.
It is?
Well, obviously jumping on the bandwagon of Helldivers then.
I think so. I 100% think it is exactly that. It is Helldivers, where you build a base up and then you build your Marines and then you get to play as part of the Marines. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But Casper Van Dien's back. He plays Johnny Rico. I think he's General Johnny Rico in this one.
Yep.
But I don't know if he appears in it or he's just the voice or whatever. But
great film.
They've also issued the open face mask for the closed ones, so they didn't have to do the modeling for the faces.
I bet it's a good bit of fun, that though.
Yeah, it's a great movie as well. Very fun movie.
Terrific. Yeah. Watched it quite recently. Fantastic.
Yeah. And did you get that one from Andy?
I did, yeah. Okay. GTA 6 and The Division.
Yeah. And mentioned this one earlier on. If we're talking games, you want to get behind a new game called Treasure Island Dizzy by a couple of lads called Codemasters. Actually, Andy, it was the Oliver twins.
There you go. I remember that game.
Fresh from Super Robin Hood, I think they were doing. But then they did Dizzy.
Yeah, Dizzy was like a bit like Kirby and stuff like that, wasn't it?
Aye.
Kind of that kind of.
Well, it was more of an adventure thing. Yeah, cutesy type thing. Yeah. Shall we talk about your week? That did not cue as quickly as I thought it was going to cue. But okay, here we are. What have you been watching?
Well, we watched Godzilla -1.
Really?
Yeah, it came out on Netflix last week or 2 weeks ago.
Which I can't watch.
Dang it. It was really good, man. Really good. Obviously, the OG sort of Japanese style. But I think they know how to do those movies better than Hollywood does. They understand it better. And it was really good, really fun, really enjoyable, really well acted.
Nice.
Great, really good special effects. But then it won the Oscar for special effects just there.
That's right.
That's terrific. We've just finished Eric as well.
On Netflix?
On Netflix again. I don't know if you've got Netflix. Have you got Netflix?
No, I didn't bother with Netflix.
Benedict Cumberbatch is absolutely terrific. He's so good in that show. Everybody's so good in it. a twisty-turny story about a wee boy that gets kind of, well, you don't know if he's been kidnapped or killed or whatever has happened to him.
Joined the circus.
Joined the circus, ran away. But it's really well acted, brilliant. 6 episodes. Recommendation of the week, definitely.
Hour-long episodes?
Yeah. Unless you're watching Dark Matter, that is. Unless you're watching Dark Matter, then I'd say Dark Matter's still the best show on TV right now. We've been watching, on James's recommendation, we've been watching Trying on Apple TV. A couple trying for kids that they have to adopt, I think.
Okay.
It's really, really nice, really funny, but also very kind of heartwarming and sort of, heavy as well. That type of, that kind of Ricky Gervais-esque type thing,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It ticks all the boxes of, those kind of things. So, really good. Our movie was, we watched Babadook. That's in the VCI player. Brilliant film. 10 out of 10. It's a horror film, but it's really a psychological spiral of a mother after losing her husband.
Oh, this is the
and
top that thing. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Yeah.
The book, just like a children's book, appears on their shelf, and they start reading it, and that's when they can invite the thing in, and it's her demons, really. It's really well made, really pretty creepy. First time we saw it, we were freaked out, but not so much this time. But the second and third time you watch it, you really realise it's about the mother, going through a real trauma, I don't even know what that is.
I think, is Joey not the Matt LeBlanc thing? Joey.
Is that what it is? Is that what that is? I think you're right, actually. Jeez, well done.
There you go. We call her Black Wee Pug the Bullet.
You're joking, Jesus. I wouldn't have anything called Babadook in my house. I think that's probably me. Obviously, Acolyte watched, but we spoke about that. So. Over to you.
Did you not watch Inside Number 9?
Oh, I did. I watched Inside Number 9. And we watched a film on Friday as well, but I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was Red Eye. Cheesy. Directed by Wes Craven.
Oh, did you watch? I watched that recently as well.
Not the TV show, the movie. Cillian Murphy.
I know.
Cillian Murphy, dear.
It's Cillian Murphy.
Oh, Cillian Murphy, dear.
I just looked up, Andy. Apparently, there was a show called Melissa and Joey. And remember Joey Lawrence? Do you remember Joey Lawrence, Jody? He was the middle brother in Blossom.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't realise we were going that deep, to be honest with you tonight, Oh, God. I don't know where you pull these names from. Honestly.
Blame Andy.
I know. Oh, dear.
Did you watch Inside Number 9? Sorry.
Yes, aye.
Aye.
It was what one was it again?
It was the Ninth Symphony. It was the Curse of the Ninth. It was called.
Okay, it was quite kind of Tales of the Unexpected-ish. Very.
It was,
very old school.
Very old school Tales of the Unexpected.
Predictable. Yeah.
It reminded me a bit of. Do you remember the one where it was the male nurse goes in to help the old guy in his flat?
Is this
is from
number 9 one?
Inside Number 9 one, yeah. Inside Number 9, yeah. It was kind of similar to that, I thought.
Yeah. It was okay. It wasn't my favourite. Doorbell one's still my favourite, I think.
The Doorbell one's really good. Yeah.
Super great.
Gotta get your entertainment where you can. I suppose
That's a very good point, actually.
Maybe not that. Inside Number 9, Andy, if you're looking for something good, there's 9 seasons of it. Just saying. Actually, we finished watching Inside Number 9 and it suggested League of Gentlemen. So I started watching that again.
Oh, did you?
It's very funny.
Oh my god.
Very, very funny.
It's demented. I'd
forgotten. Burn him!
I forgot. Can I have a can
What sort of thing's going on here? What's going on here?
Oh my god.
This is a local shop for local people. Oh, so good.
Aye. Brilliant. We put it on for Danny. No, I'd forgotten how crude it was. I was like, oh no, I can't watch that. It's fine.
Babs Cabs.
Aye, exactly. Yeah.
And the
Pauline.
Yeah, Pauline from and Mickey from the Job Seekers. Yeah, but you can't get a job without the Job Seekers, can you?
Did you ever see the movie?
No, I didn't know. Yeah,
the movie. It's pretty awful. Do you know? See the third season of that. I remember not enjoying the third season, but then I watched it recently and it's brilliant. It's basically the same episode. The same sort of thing happens, but it's from 6 different points of view of a murder.
Yeah.
So it's probably like a precursor to Number 9, really.
Maybe actually, yeah, because they have done that as well for Inside Number 9.
Yeah,
it's been like the same thing over and over again. We watched Dark Matter this week on Apple. It's
you haven't to start drawing diagrams for it yet.
It's Charlie Day with the all right, okay.
I'm still with it. It's the best thing in TV just now, I think.
It is, yeah. Consistently good. Last week's episode was amazing. Just the whole bit at the end. Actually, the last 15 minutes of it. And again,
it's getting pretty sinister. Actually,
the last 50, I hate it when there's no action at all, and then the last 15 minutes is them telling you what's going to happen next episode, and it goes on like that. And when you get a show as good as Dark Matter,
you don't want to wait a week.
You don't want to wait a week, but also it doesn't. It ekes out the whole. It leads up to that last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like it's like I was watching SWAT this week. Don't judge me. As Andy says, you got to find your entertainment somewhere. It's such formulaic
dribble. No super grand.
It's honestly, you can have that Flash now entering the third act. It's so bad.
I feel as if you do that
so badly written.
You do this to yourself, though. I blame you.
No, I know. Well, yeah. I mean, that's fair enough. But it's just so badly written, and yet because it doesn't. Nothing leads on from one scene to the next. It's just they're going through the motions of going through the scenes, and I don't feel that way about things that are well written, like for example, Severance, which is also on Apple TV, and Dark Matter, which is great because there's all these different you got to. The other thing as well is you can't double screen this show.
No,
you gotta focus, or else you'll be rewinding a lot.
Yeah, you've got to draw diagrams for this show.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely. It's like the old, the old style of typing it go north type adventure, but it's one of those.
This guy,
Mr. Ben,
stuff 1980 or something.
Well, but Ludwig, I'll tell you something. Dark Matter is the Ludwig of TV shows.
Yeah, great praise.
Yeah, I watched Doctor Who Rogue, so you don't have to.
Yeah, I've not been watching it.
So Doctor Who Rogue starts halfway through an episode that we didn't watch, and
was this a spin-off?
No, it's an episode. It's Doctor Who, and the episode's called Rogue.
All right.
And I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, and Sam went, neither do I. I don't know.
Really?
It's just badly written, incoherent, rambling nonsense.
Bizarre.
Jonathan Groff's in it, who plays Christoph in he's in Mindhunter as well.
Right.
And he plays Christoph in the Frozen movies. And he also plays King George the Third in Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton.
And he feels wasted in it. Like it's not coherent. It's just I don't want to give away the story about it, but it's just like Doctor meets this mysterious character called Rogue, and they go on an adventure, and Millie Gibson goes on an adventure, and at some point they meet up and they realize that there's bad things happening, and by that point it's too late, and contrivance, blah blah blah, and then the show ends, and you're like, that was garbage.
Sounds like every Doctor Who episode.
This one's terrible. Dot and Bubble was a great episode. 73 Yards was a great episode, but this one has been not good. I would say almost second to Space Babies.
Right, okay.
But it might even be worse than Space Babies.
Whoa.
I know. Praise indeed. And then for the movie, this week I went a wee bit old school. I went a wee bit controversial.
I hate it when you do this to yourself.
I watched a Bryan Singer movie.
Cancelled.
Thanks.
That's probably why you get cancelled last week.
Probably from Facebook. Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, Tommy Cruise.
Yeah, Tommy Cruise. Yeah,
trying to blow up the Hitler man.
Trying to blow up the wolf's lair or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I'd watched. I knew about the story because I watched the Hitler channel.
The Hitler channel.
I know the Hitler channel, the holiday channel, the Hallmark channel, the history channel. Yeah.
Hallmark. Romancing with Hitler.
Hitler's summer vacations. He was a boy from Bavaria.
Mm-hmm.
She was a small town girl from just outside of Dusseldorf.
Mm-hmm.
Together, they would become the ultimate in German power couples. Anyway, and I don't know if she's from Dusseldorf or not. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. And so it's a fascinating story about how people. It was like the 15th attempt on Hitler's life to sort of get them to.
Who the hell would I?
Those Christmas movies are going to be dark this year.
Bloody hell.
Christmas
with Hitler. Yeah. Holidays.
Christmas at Birkendorf or whatever it was his place called. Anyway, what was I talking about? Anyway, so it was the 15th attempt of an army coup, basically, because the army didn't like him. But the weird thing is when you actually read about the army, though, they just didn't like him. They had the same ideas as him. If you catch my drift. Right, so when you read I went on and I read the Wikipedia article, and it's like these guys were like still right wing guys.
They liked his style, but just not.
They liked his style, just not him. Yeah. You know, he is of the lower classes because they were all like graph this and graph that, which is count, I think, in German. So they were all like of high nobility, which of course was good. They got rid of it because of the whole conflict in the 1900s, the Great War, the war to end all wars.
Didn't work.
They obviously had a bit of a beef with that, and so they just wanted to have their tassels back, basically. Power back. And there was this commoner was in their way.
Right.
But they don't go into that in the movies. He was, seen as a hero and all that kind of stuff, but really he was like, Tommy's character was the guy that he was playing was
as bad as him.
Just as bad as him, yeah. So
good film, though.
Yes, movies are written by the victors. I liked it. I thought the cast were really good in it. Bill Nye's in it. Can't say much more about Bill Nye other than Bill Nye's a fantastic actor. What's his name? The guy that's I can't remember the guy's name. Tomkinson. Tom. Tom Wilkinson. Is it Wilkinson? He's the guy that plays narrator at the start of Grand Budapest Hotel. I could look it up.
Nah, doesn't matter. Don't know.
Anyway, it's Valkyries are ancient Norse people. So yeah, recommend it. It's very good.
I've not seen it actually. Yeah, well,
sehr gut, as they would say in Germany.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all. That's all I got.
Nice one.
Nice. If you want time and reminders of when we put something new up, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button, notification bell, and YouTube will work its algorithms. If you're listening to this in the podcast, just subscribe to us. That'd be great. Thank you. It's helped to be noticed. All of this is free. We don't charge for any of these services. Wink. And if you wouldn't mind giving us a like as well and sharing on social media, that would really help the channel.
Please.
And thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for commenting as well live.
Yeah, brilliant.
We do appreciate that. Oh, one last comment there. Oh, I'll let you do it. I'll be here all night.
Thanks, Thank you. We're fighting over the comments. What's the fun? I'll cry right,
okay, you do the comments. Sorry.
Even Fia want a refund.
Sorry. I know. Bless.
I'm not surprised.
You're not getting one.
You're not getting one, but I'm not surprised.
Until next time, we'll catch you guys later. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday. Bye.
Cheers. Thanks.